It was actually a few years ago that I made a book about my spirituality and everything that I encountered in my spirituality. And even years later, I might say I could make another book that is far, far thicker than the one before. Because every year there is an expansion to the story, you know. Every year, in these 17 years, I could make much more books than this. But my aunt was actually reading my book and she became afraid and she asked my mom to change me, to change me back to Christianity, because that is what I was, Christian. And now I am from the dragon, I must say. uh, that was actually, yeah, my mom just knows. She saw Leviathan before and she actually knows that this one is real, very much real, what I actually am following. I'm following the dragon. She saw Leviathan. It stared directly in his eyes for just a second. She believes in dragons now because she saw him. And of course, when she said this to my aunt, it's impossible because, he's now on the dragon's path. And no, you have to do your best, because he's going to hell. Well, yeah, join me, I would say. No, I was saying actually to her, I'm afraid of your God, but I'm not afraid of my God. I'm not afraid of my God. I feel home with my God. My God is being called Tiamat. My God is being called the mother of the earth. I mean, the mother of all dragons. I feel home and I feel safe with her. Just when I felt safe, when I was bullied so much, I held and embraced the dragon and I felt so good. I felt safe with the dragon. Has a reason why you feel safe with the dragon. Why I felt safe with Tiamat and all of the other dragon gods that is surrounding you as well. I felt safe with him or her. I felt safe because there is something that lives within you that has a great connection with them. Tiamat is the mother of all dragons, and that is what you can feel as well. She is as well the mother of your spirit. And I know that Tiamat is very close because she never leaves her children behind. She always chases them, follows them wherever they go, and in the end, you will know what Tiamat is. She is a god, a goddess, but also as well, and that is the most important one to remember. She is a mother, and she doesn't want to be seen as a god, and that is the entire point of the dragon gods. The dragon gods doesn't want to be seen as a god. They want to be seen as like a parent or a teacher or a companion of someone who comes with us. And that is also what I want to say. Whenever we are awakened, it is not the dragon gods who opens the gate. The dragon gods can open the gate immediately. They have the power to open the gate immediately, directly. But they are sometimes not sure to do this. Not how to do it, but you are on a test. The test of the dragon gods, you might say. And this test is your guardian angel, your guardian dragon. Whenever your guardian dragon, your dragon by your side, has managed to open the gate, because they really have to work to open the gate. And they really have to be sure about this. Because if you are not awakened, you are simply a human being. And whenever they fail, because I've seen that, whenever your dragon has failed to awaken you, you remain to be one of them and not anything awakened. Because there is a sleeping dragon inside of you, a child of Tiamat that is sleeping. And that is what the dragon gods wait for. They wait to see what will happen. Will you eventually accept the dragon? Because that is the most difficult part of the entire dragon's path. You are on the dragon's path ever since your birth until the day that you're gone. But in a moment you will remember much more. Whenever the dragon has touched your spirit, you are the one that has to accept it. Accept to let the dragon in. Accept to let the dragon to awaken your dragon spirit. It is not the dragon god. It might be that the first one that you ever encountered whenever you are awakened is your dragon god. Is it? Because the dragon god is much bigger, much stronger. So it can be that this is the first one you encounter. Maybe it will be Fafnir or Tiamat or Leviathan, I don't know. And you might say that this is actually the one that opened the gate. Well, I don't see it like that way. I've seen a lot of moments with other people on the dragon's path, and all of them are awakened because of their dragon by their side, of their guardian angel. The dragon gods always await, but it can be that you first see the dragon gods as well. It's very possible, but it can also be. It is actually like this, that it's your dragon by your side that works a lot to open the gate for you, because they are sure about you. They know it for sure. It is a collaboration between your dragon and your dragon god, of course, but it's actually your guardian, the dragon by your side, that does all the work, and you have to work with them. That is the entire test. Will you work together with them to open the gates? Will you be by the side of your dragon? And that is what your dragon god awaits for first, because the most dangerous part actually of the dragon realm is to have a mindless human inside of it. But if your dragon by your side is sure about you, and sometimes they can make mistakes, they can fail, because I've seen this as a dragon preacher. I've seen this before, that some people leave their dragon behind, that they're not enough awakened, and they're leaving this path. And I say that you can you can leave your path whenever you want. You can leave it whenever you want. You can show the dragon your back whenever you want. But I'm not buying that. Once you are awakened, you are on the dragon's path forever. And that is what I just don't believe, that they are completely awakened. People who leave this path behind, leave their dragon behind, and they have a dragon by their side, but they leave it behind. That means that they are not entirely awakened. And that is the point of it. That is the point of the dragon's test. The dragons by her side, the one who leave their dragon behind, those dragons has failed. And I've seen their face. I've seen their emotions. I've felt their emotions. And it's pure sorrow. Pure sorrow, because they failed against, and they failed against their dragon gods as well, as against their parents, you might say. And so inside of the void they will stay, and not anymore in the dragon realm. And that is something really. The dragons really have a risk to take whenever they say to the dragon gods, I will awaken them. I will go there and awaken you. Whenever it works, that's the better. Whenever it doesn't, and that is just a tiny percent of it, it happens, of course. And then they failed. Whenever the dragon failed, they failed everything. They failed the connection, they failed the void, they failed the gods, they failed everything. And that is not something that I want. I'm here trying to convince you to help your dragon, to let them be here, work together to be here. It is your dragon by your side that is the first one that will have this faith in you. You might have faith in them, but they have to have faith in you, so that they are doing all of the trouble to leave their dragon realm in physical form behind, to be here in spirit, to guide you in spirit, to try to reach out for you. The only thing that you need to do is to reach out for them. And whenever you're doing this, they have succeeded. They succeeded to let your spirit remember and be awakened. Your dragon gods will only be there and watch it. But it can be that the first one that you are encountering is one of the gods, and that you're not entirely see the one that is really responsible for your awakening. The dragon gods, I've learned that they try to reveal themselves later, but it can be that your spirit is reaching out for them once it's awakened, like a parent, like it's a parent, like you are reaching out for a mom or a dad, like that. And your dragon by your side is actually your guardian. Your guardian has lesser energy than the gods, but they have such a connection with you. And you should feel it. Feel your own spirit, feel your own soul inside of the dragons that is awakening you. Those are the dragons that has walked on this earth. Those are the dragons that know what it is to be born and to die. Those are the dragons that had and still have red blood. Those are the dragons that humans fear, has so much fear for them. Or make cartoons about them, I don't know. But it is the dragons by your side that are actually responsible for your awakening. The dragon gods are just waiting for it. They can awaken you like just this, just awaken. But they want to see it first. They want to let it all go in a natural way, so that you can actually see what is. I mean, whenever the dragon does this, the dragon god, that you are entirely awakened, it's very confusing. I mean, but how the way how your dragon by your side does it, step by step, it is like you can place it somewhere inside of your mind. The dragon and all of the dragon gods, whatever they have in their mind, they know a lot. They have so much experience in everything. They know the void, they know the other places. They are the spirits of traveling. They just know so much. Whenever you are awakened and you have all of this information like popping up in your head, in your human brain, then it's like too much. It's going to be too much to bear. So the way how your dragons by your side do it, step by step, it's much better. It's better way. You're going to be confused as well, because like I said, they've seen a lot. You actually have seen a lot. You just need to remember and be awakened. But the first thing, and that is the first step of all of us on the dragon's path, after a while, after a certain age, your dragon is really trying to touch you, really trying to be here and trying to awaken you. That is the moment that you are going to change inside of yourself, to let your spirit be changed in that of a dragon. I've seen failures of the dragon. I've seen that. That is simply because humans always say, don't do it, you're a nut cake, you're a fruit cake. That is what they say all the time about me. All the time, just simply because they haven't had this experience. They always have an opinion, and they all the time say, don't do it, it's crazy, it's stupid, it's the devil, blah blah blah, it's a fairy tale. But in fact, if you still, after all of that being heard, after all these people who are against it, after ridiculing you, after demonizing you for it, and still reaching out for the dragon, now that proves a lot. And that is how you succeed in the dragon's test.